Hey everyone, it's Chris, and this is the reading for Thursday and Friday. This is going to be after the big full moon tomorrow. It's Tuesday today. I got things to do this week, so I figured I'd go ahead and do Thursday and Friday, which we got a really interesting card. I say that in every video. I gotta get more creative. We got the North Node, and I just want to apologize to everyone. Like, all last week, I was like saying like the South Node's in Gemini, and nobody even told me. Like, thank y'all. Thank you so much for letting me know. I also got the dates wrong, so excuse all that. I kind of screwed up that first week, but Mercury was in retrograde and I'm going to blame it. Also, Mercury and Jupiter went direct Monday morning, and look what I pulled for. Now this is for Thursday and Friday. This is after the full moon. Jupiter's direct. Wheel of Fortune. Hello, Walter. Inside joke. This is total Jupiter energy. Look at your Jupiter. Where's your Jupiter? What's your Jupiter doing? What choices do you have right now? What part of the wheel are you on? I really want to focus in on the North Node. This is of utmost importance for Thursday and Friday because we're fixing to move the North Node into Taurus, which will be less chaotic. We're about to be at like the last degree of 0 in Gemini before our life direction moves into like a more stable, practical energy. And this also means the South Node will move into Scorpio, which that kind of scares me. That Scorpio energy of, you know, that deep, dark secrets and truths and all that is going to be feeling very restricted while the sun moves into Scorpio. So that should be interesting to say the least, to see how that goes down. We're going to have a yearning to be like more grounded and stable when the North Node is in Taurus, so it should feel a lot more relaxing. But we may feel a little bit, I don't want to use the word fake, but like just more in our material world and not so much in that harsh truth of the Scorpio energy. It's going to be very restricted with the South Node there. Wherever the 1st and 0 degrees of Gemini are in your personal chart, you want to look at that because that's where the North Node is transiting and see which house it's in. That's the area in your life that this wrap up of this karmic story with other people and past soul people. I'm just going to call them soul people. Soulmates is just stupid to me at this point, but this is going to be the final wrap up Thursday and Friday. Good luck. I hope everything works out. Either something's going to end or something's going to be talked about and renewed. Either way, it's going to be for the best. So just go with it. And ask yourself, what have you learned while the North Node transited Gemini? How did it feel? It felt crazy for me and chaotic. I didn't like it very much, honestly. But that might also be because my North Node is in Pisces and that's square, so. Yeah, Thursday and Friday, when we deal with these karmic disruptions that have been going on for the entire time, really, the North Node has been in Gemini. We've been kind of like in this double life, all of us have. And this needs to be looked at degree 0 or 1 before it moves into Taurus. I think that will kind of soften the effect and just be as compassionate as you can be with these people if you run into them or have a talk with them or whatever may come about. Really just expect the unexpected. This deadline that I was talking about to fix things with, you know, old karmic people, this was the deadline I was talking about. It ends Friday. Just be as nice and compassionate and loving as you can be, and just try to accept things for what they are, and try your best to kind of mend soul family bonds, because these people aren't really going anywhere. You may want them to go somewhere for this life or for a certain period of this life, or continue to stay gone for a longer period in this life. But I think it would be in everyone's best interest to just kind of meet in the middle, because there's not been enough of that in North Node and Gemini. Things have just been way too confusing and misunderstood, and I don't really think anybody really knew what was going on. And again, we pulled Archangel Marabil. It's just crazy. This has been a very odd yet familiar Archangel I've been pulling a lot lately. I won't go into detail of why it pertains to my own life. It just screams like Lady of the Lake and this story or whatever. I don't know. And then she's got the owl there, even weirder because we're not gonna go into detail. All I can tell you is this bitch, I'm sorry, you're not a bitch. This woman, this god, has really been showing up for me lately. And she's very, very mysterious. And she's got this like glittery ball right here. I'll get to that in a minute, but now I have been talking a great deal for the past week about balancing the masculine and the feminine. And for the Angel Prayer card, we got Connect with Music. I love this card. Obviously, I love music. And the messages, obviously, connect with music Thursday and Friday, and not just any kind of music, really positive and encouraging, uplifting music. Spirit really wants us to understand that positive music is so good for our spiritual growth, even if we don't realize it. You know, sometimes we get in our feelings, or we get confident when we listen to certain songs that maybe have some sort of negative message in it. That's ego. That's sadness. That's those yucky feelings. They want us to connect through upbeat power songs, power anthems, like I got this, I'm stronger. And they want you to dance, and they want to dance with you. And I know that sounds silly, but they will dance with you. Think of how African tribes and other kinds of tribes, they dance around the fire. I mean, they're pulling in spirit. Spirit loves it. Music is such a mysterious way of like connecting, and it's important to listen to upbeat songs with positive messages. For Thursday and Friday, you can go 2 days without listening to the Poor Pitiful Me songs. Also, whatever songs come up for you, say like you put something on shuffle, or whatever you do, whatever songs land in place for you Thursday and Friday, listen to the lyrics. They want you to listen to the lyrics because it's going to give you hints, and it's going to tell you the story about what the next chapter is going to be. So remember that. And especially if you're a musician, this is the easiest homework for you guys. And obviously, I love this card because I just love music. Okay, so those were a bunch of fun messages. Now, for the Starseed card, we're getting a little more serious. This is the Great Severing. This is Mars energy. This is anger. This is conflict. This is willing to soften to love. How are we cutting ourselves off from love is what we need to ask ourselves Thursday and Friday. How can we soften ourselves toward others who have hurt us? It's very important to move along on good terms with all soul family by Friday. And it is a shadow card. It has a confrontational feeling. It's one of those like, ugh, I gotta do that, really? But yeah, we really need to do this. So don't be afraid. It's really a good thing because it's bringing to the surface anything that's standing in the way of us letting real love in our lives that we appreciate, that we can appreciate. And the fact that this is a Mars energy card is telling us that there is too much anger, there is too much conflict, and we do need to soften and forgive and find our way back to the source of love. I mean, there's so many things in the human experience alone that make it difficult for our heart and our soul to stay open to, you know, that never-ending source of love. And we're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others, and it's like a domino effect. And it can feel like a never-ending dance. If you want to call it a dance, we feel like we just can't escape, and we actually have a chance to do that Thursday and Friday. But if we aren't careful, before long, we'll see the world is a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. So if we don't take care of this, that's going to be in store for us. So please take this card very seriously. It's very important for our well-being, our emotional well-being. We need to come out of our caves and soften our hearts, because we all have to remember we're all just innocent children on the inside, and there's no sense in being mean to each other and being paranoid of each other. So try to find that innocence in every person in your life. And that's all the cards. I wanted to just ask you guys to please support my channel, like, subscribe. I really would appreciate donations to my PayPal, my Venmo, or Cash App. Would be great. Bills are kind of piling up right now. Readings haven't been selling as much during the retrogrades, but I have hope that it's going to get started up again. But if you could help out just a little bit, I would appreciate it so much. And I love you guys, and I will be back this weekend for your forecast.